Hello, students. Let us continue chapter 15 Light. The next topic we are going to discuss is right or left. When you see your image in a plain mirror, is it exactly like you? Have you ever noticed that there is one interesting difference between you and your image in the mirror? Let us find out. You must have thought that the image you see in the plain mirror is exactly like you. But here we are given that there is one interesting difference between you and your image that you see in the mirror. So, what is that difference? Let us find out by performing activity 15.4. Stand in front of a plain mirror and look at your image. Raise your left hand. Which hand does your image raise? Now touch your right ear. Which ear does your hand touch in your image? Observe carefully. You will find that in the mirror the right appears left and the left appears right. Note that only sides are interchanged. The image does not appear upside down. Now, this is a simple activity which you can perform on your own. First of all, you need to stand in front of a plain mirror and observe your image in the mirror. Next, you need to raise your left hand. After that, you need to touch your right ear. Here we are asked that which hand does your image raise? Here in the figure you can see left hand appears on the right side of the image. That is, when you raise your left hand, right hand of the image is seen as raised. Next, here we are asked that which ear does your hand touch in your image? When you observe the image, left ear is seen as touched by the hand. So we can observe that the mirror image appears to be interchanging left and right. That is, right appears to be left and left appears to be right. That is, the sides are interchanged but the image is still इरेक्ट. यानी कि इमेज जो है वो अभी अपसाइड डाउन नहीं है, सिर्फ उसमें राइट और लेफ्ट जो है वो इंटरचेंज हुआ है. नाउ राइट डाउन योर नेम ऑन अ पीस ऑफ पेपर एंड होल्ड इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ अ प्लेन मिरर. हाउ डज इट अपीयर इन द मिरर? So again, all you need to do is simply write down your name on a piece of paper and hold it in front of a mirror. When you do so, you can observe that the image of the alphabets exchange right and left. That is, they are laterally inverted. Can you now understand why the word ambulance is written as in figure 15.9? When the driver of a vehicle ahead of an ambulance looks in her or his rear view mirror, she or he can read ambulance written on it and give way to it. It is the duty of every one of us to allow an ambulance to pass without blocking its way. Here in figure, you can see how the word ambulance is written in a different manner. That is, here the right and left is interchanged. So here we are given the mirror image of the word ambulance. When you looked at your name in the mirror, when you wrote it on a piece of paper, you must have observed it in this manner. So इस way में ambulance word को लिखा जाता है एक ambulance के front में. The reason for this is when the ambulance is observed through the rear view mirror of a vehicle that is ahead of the ambulance on a road, then the driver of the vehicle can read the word as ambulance properly and she or he can make way for the ambulance, as it is our responsibility to make way for an ambulance. So that is why this word is written in a special manner. जब rear view mirror से देखेंगे तो left और right जो है वो interchange हो जाएगा and the driver can properly read the word ambulance when he or she looks at it through the mirror. You might have observed that in the side mirror of a scooter or a car, the images of all the objects appear smaller than the objects themselves. Have you ever wondered why it is so? So here we are asked that when the images of the objects appear in the side mirror of a scooter, they appear smaller in size. So the reason for this is side mirrors are slightly curved to take in a wider angle of view. So this naturally makes objects appear smaller because you're fitting more space, more of a view into a small space. So that is the reason why objects that appear in the mirror are actually smaller than the objects themselves.